In this video, I'm going to show you how you can build a highly engaged audience with one simple Facebook video views campaign, which is my go-to campaign whenever I'm promoting music online, because I feel it's the most cost-effective way to build awareness and interest around the music I'm promoting. So let's say you're new to releasing music, or building a following, or let's say you're just working with a limited budget. You're going to want to stay tuned through this full video because I'm going to show you not only my strategies and tactics on how I set up my campaigns, we're going to set up a video views campaign together. What's up, music artists? It's your boy Jay Jonas, back with another video to help you take your music marketing efforts to a new level. I haven't released a video in a while, my apologies, but now I'm back in full effect. So without wasting any time, let's get the ball rolling. Now, you might be wondering why a video views campaign is my favorite campaign when promoting music online, being that they don't send traffic and they're not going to give you the streams that you want. So what's the point? Cheap exposure. Because if I'm working with a new artist that hasn't built up a following yet, or they're new to releasing music, or just working with a limited budget, my first thought isn't how am I going to get that artist more streams? My initial thought will always be how can I get as much exposure around their music release as possible without having to break the bank? But most importantly, how can I take that interested audience from the exposure and later communicate with them whenever I release new music? Because since I warmed them up, they're going to be more likely to engage with whatever music I'm then putting out. Promoting music with a video views campaign is not a new concept, but I do think that the mistake most artists make when they use them is that they're advertising a clip that's not long enough. So in the end, when they're trying to extract an interested audience, they're really getting a lukewarm, slightly cold audience. Because here's the deal, if somebody's going to watch majority of your 30-second teaser or clip, is that showing you that they're interested? For me, in my opinion, I would say not really. But if I advertise a full-length music video that's 3 minutes or longer, and if somebody watches 75% of that, that definitely shows me that they're highly engaged and interested, especially if they haven't heard about the artist that I'm promoting before. I mean, people see ads scrolling through their news feed or online all the time. It can be quite disruptive, which means it could be hard to capture somebody's attention, even for as long as 15 seconds, let alone 2 to 3 minutes. So if somebody watches your music video that you're advertising and sticks around through the whole 2 to 3 minutes or longer, you can guarantee that you caught their interest and they're a step closer to becoming a fan. But I digress. Enough with the talking. Let's dive right in and set up a video views campaign together. As you could see, I am currently logged into my Facebook Ads Manager, which is where I suggest you set up all your campaigns. Even if you only plan on promoting to, let's say, Instagram or only on Facebook, I still suggest you set up your campaigns on Facebook Ads Manager. Okay, now first thing we're going to do is we're going to scroll over here to the left and press this green create button, and this is going to give us all our campaign options. Now, we talked a little bit about the conversion campaign. I'm sure most of you guys have heard it. This is my go-to campaign when I'm trying to send traffic to streaming platforms. Now, the thing is, this can be very costly. You could spend a lot of money doing this and not get the results you are truly after, especially if you're advertising to cold audiences that haven't heard of you. Do I use them? Yes, they're always in my marketing mix. But like I said, if you're working with a limited budget, if you haven't really put out music before or built up a following, your best option in the beginning will be a video views campaign. In my opinion, it is the quickest way to warm up a cold audience, okay, and then extract a highly engaged audience from the exposure you get from it. Okay, so I'm going to press video views. And usually, you guys, I suggest naming your campaigns so then you won't get lost when you're trying to sort through all your campaigns to look at your metrics. But for now, I'm just going to press continue. And now we're in the first aspect of setting up the campaign, which is choosing our objective, which we just did, which is the video views campaign. Our goal here is just to get as much exposure on the music video that we're advertising, so later we can create an audience of the people that were most interested in that video. Okay, only thing you're going to do on this page besides that is select your budget. And like I said, the true benefit of the video views campaign is it is a very cost-effective way to gain exposure. You could set up a video views campaign for as low as $1 a day. Usually, because I like to do testing, I like to set my budget at $2 to $5. So for this case, I'm going to put $3. Okay, then I'm going to press next. Now we're going to be setting up our ad set, which is the most important part of setting up an ad campaign through Facebook or Instagram. The ad set is going to be where you choose your targeting, whether that be interests, where you choose the location you would like to show your ad, and pretty much who do you want to see your ad? How old are they? What are the interests that they have? And not only that, like what placement do you want to put your ad? Do you want your ad to show in the news feed? Do you want it to show in the stories or wherever else Facebook allows you to advertise? Okay, so we're going to scroll down. Right here, you could schedule your ad. I don't want to do that now, but this can be useful if you're trying to set up a campaign for a release that's in the future. Okay, but what we're going to do is we're going to come down here to location. Right now, as default, we've got United States. If you're choosing your location, you might want to choose other countries. You might want to actually niche down into like cities or neighborhoods or anything like that. I suggest always experiment, always test. You never truly will know what's going to work for you until you try it out in a campaign and see if it works. Okay, but for right now, I'm going to leave it at the United States. For age, this is the age frame of your target market. Okay, and if you don't know and it's your first campaign, you could actually leave this broad like it is, 18 to 65. And after you run your campaign, Facebook's going to show you what age frame engaged with your ad the most. Okay, usually in my experience, it's usually around 25 to 35, sometimes younger, sometimes older, give or take. So for this case, we're going to keep it open, 18 to 65. Next is going to be genders. I usually like to keep this open unless I'm advertising a genre that, is pretty self-explanatory that either girls don't like or guys don't like. So for instance, I was advertising some death metal recently, and majority of people that listen to that are not female. So I could have just put male only, but usually I just keep this open. I'm trying to advertise to all genders. Okay, next is the most important part of setting up the targeting, which is the detailed targeting. Okay, so who do you want to see this ad? And usually what I do is I try to target interests that I know the target market I'm trying to attract are interested in. Okay, so if you're an artist, you might want to target other well-known mainstream artists that you feel like you have a similar sound to, or you feel that their fan base would like your music if they got exposed to it. That part right there is very important. Now, I'm not going to go too in depth into this. I do have a course. It's only $7, and I dive really deep into setting up your detailed targeting because it actually is one of the most important parts of setting up your ad. Okay, but I'm going to leave the link to that course at the bottom of this video. But for now, just make sure you're targeting people or interests that you feel like their fan base or their audience would like your music if they got exposed to it. Okay, and then as we scroll down, next is going to be placement. Don't choose automatic placement because Facebook's going to put your ad in all these places that you're just not going to get engagement from, and you're going to waste money advertising in those placements. So I like to click manual placements. And since this is a video views campaign, since our objective here is to advertise a video that's long enough that if somebody watches majority of it, we know they're interested. Okay, so it's got to be longer than a minute, which is the max length that you could advertise a video from your profile. Okay, it's actually, if we're advertising a video that's 2-3 minutes long, the only places we could really advertise it are going to be the Facebook news feed, the Instagram feed. I'll click off Facebook Marketplace, We could do Facebook video feeds and Instagram Explorer. Besides that, I unclick everything because we won't be able to advertise a clip that's that long. And a lot of these places aren't going to give us engagement we want because it's not really where people are going to engage with music ads. So make sure you unclick all of these. And like I said, we're just going to advertise in the Facebook news feed, the Instagram feed. We're also going to advertise in the Facebook video feeds and Instagram Explorer. And then I'm going to press next, okay? So as you can see, we're 75% done of setting up this campaign. It doesn't take too long to set up these video views campaigns. Okay, now we're setting up the ad creative, what people are going to see. First thing you're going to do is you're going to select your page and your Instagram account here. Now we have two options here. You can advertise a clip that's already posted on your page, your profile, because you want to get more engagement on it or more views on it. And that's great, but the thing is that you can only post, and advertise a clip that's already on your page that's 60 seconds or shorter, which, like I said, if somebody's watching 75% of your clip that's 60 seconds, 30 seconds, 15 seconds, it shows that there's some interest, but I feel like there's not too much value in there. It's not like that they were really interested in your music, rather than advertising a clip that's 3 minutes long and somebody that has never heard of you watch the full thing. Okay, so for this case, and when you're doing your video views campaigns, I suggest creating an ad here in Ads Manager. Okay, once you do that, you're going to press Create Media or Add Video here, and you're going to pick the music video that you want to promote. Okay, let's say it's this one right here. You're going to press Next, and it's going to take some time, and you want to click over your preview, make sure it looks right on all of the placements that we're advertising to. Okay, and we're just cruising along here. Next to the primary text, which, as you can see, this is the text you see above a post, or it's the captions you see in Instagram. Now, majority of artists are going to breeze right through this. This is not something they want to spend time with because they don't see the value in it. This is like the first introduction somebody gets to you. It's the first thing they see before they actually see your video content. And you know what they say about first impressions, you want them to be good. So don't do what majority of artists do by saying, hey, this is my new song, stream now or watch now. That will work for artists that have big fan bases, that are buzzing about their music. If somebody hasn't heard of you or your music, you kind of want to introduce yourself. Who are you? What's your artist name? Maybe give a little background about your music or about the song, tell a story about it, kind of build interest. So with your primary text, you guys take some time here. Don't just brush through this. Try to give them a little insight about the song or about who you are as an artist. And trust me, it will work a lot better than just putting something like, hey, this is me and this is my song, stream now. Okay, so I'm not going to write my primary text. I'm just going to keep moving along. Now, you guys, you have another option here, okay? You can click this option which says add a website URL, and you could put your URL where you'd like to send traffic. I'm going to put my website, but you might put, whatever URL to your smart link or to where you're selling or housing music online. And then as you can see, now we got a call to action button here. And if I'm promoting music, I'm going to put, instead of learn more, I'm going to put listen now. Okay, so if somebody clicks this ad, they're going to get sent to my streaming platform or my smart link or my website where I'm selling my music. Like I said, this is a video views campaign, which means that it's not geared to drive traffic, but that doesn't mean that people won't click and go on to check out your music. Now, here's the thing though. In my experience, when I'm advertising a music video, my goal is just to gain exposure on the video. I'm not sending traffic yet, even though it would be cool to send a little traffic. But what I've realized through my past experiences have been, if I advertise a video with a call to action button here, it looks like an ad and I get far less conversions, meaning far less people to watch majority of it. What I suggest you can do is you could duplicate your ad over here and you could advertise the same clip, but one will have the call to action button and then one won't, and you could test which one does better and then you would know. Okay, so you could go ahead and do that, but for this case, I'm just going to leave this ad as it is. And you guys, That's how simple and easy it is to set up a video views campaign. Now, obviously, like I said, in your targeting, you might want to spend more time picking out your targeting, your locations, kind of niching down, dialing in, and testing different options, because you'll truly never know what option is going to give you the best results without testing it. But yeah, you guys, I mean, to sum up everything, this is how you set up a video views campaign. And like I said, we're advertising for as low as $2, $3 a day. Rather, if we were using a conversion campaign, your budget, you wouldn't want it to be lower than $20 a day. And if you're just starting out, your results might not be what you want. You know, there's a lot of YouTubers that are advertising through conversion campaigns, and, you know, and yes, they do gain a lot of streams from doing that, but it's not as easy as you're going to set up your first campaign. You're just going to be getting all of these streams. It takes time testing different options. It takes time warming up an audience and really figuring out how these ads work, or to get them to work for you. And in the meantime, you'll be spending a lot of money doing that and testing. So like I said, if your budget is limited and you're just starting out to release music or build a following, there's nothing better than the video views campaign to get you some exposure and start warming up a colder audience. Okay, so I'm going to leave it at that in terms of setting up the campaign. There's a couple more things I want to leave you with. First thing is, when you're advertising, you're going to want to check your metrics to see how your ad's doing. Okay, now if you're advertising a music video, to check your metrics, you're going to come here to the top right and you're going to look at video engagement. Okay, and we've got a lot of metrics here: 2-second continuous video plays, 3-second plays, through plays, which are 15 seconds long. Like I said, you guys, if you're advertising a music video and people are watching 3 seconds of it, it doesn't really show me that they're interested at all. Either it is 10 seconds, either it is 15 seconds. What I like to do is scroll all the way to the right, and I'm looking at people that are watching 75% or more, because they are the most engaged audience. And this campaign is going for 2 to 3 days, so I could let it advertise for 7 days to 30 days as long as I want, and keep stacking the audience here of people that are watching 75% or more. Okay, now where does the value come in here? When the campaign's said and done, I could come over here to audiences, and I'll click custom audience. And now is the time, or now is where the magic happens, that I'm going to extract the most interested people from the exposure I got on that music video. Okay, and the way I do that is I'm going to come over here to engagement, and it's giving me some options. Do I want to create an audience of people that watch 3 seconds of my video? No. 10 seconds of my video? No. 15 seconds? No. I'm going to put 75% or 95%. That's up to you, whatever you choose. For this case, I'm going to do 75%. I'm going to choose the video, which is going to be the video I just advertised, or I might want to take all the videos I advertised, or every video I've ever posted on my profile up to a year down the line, and I'm going to put them all together into an audience of people that watch majority of my videos. Okay, so but for this case, I'm going to just choose the video that we advertised, and I'm going to press confirm. Okay, so what we're telling Facebook is we'd like to create an audience of people that watch 75% of this video that we advertised. Okay, and then I'm going to name the audience. Usually I'll name it after the name of the song, and then I'll put 75%, meaning what engagement am I creating. So the name of the song is Alphas, and we're creating an audience of people that watch 75% of it. Now I'm going to press create audience. Okay, I'm not going to worry about this. And now look what we got here. I've got an audience now that I can use to advertise to. Let's say it's time for me to release some new music. Okay, except for this time, I'm not only going to advertise my music video, I'm going to try to either sell my music exclusively on my website, or collect an email in exchange for a free MP3 download, or I'm going to try to send traffic to my streaming platforms. Except for, I'm not going to just advertise to people that haven't heard of me. I'm also going to now advertise to people that have heard of me because they saw my last video and they watched majority of it. This is a warmed up audience, which in theory is going to give give me cheaper cost per results because they're already warmed up and interested, rather than somebody who's never heard of me before that I'm already saying, hey, not only do I want you to watch my video, I want you to hop onto my streaming platform, stream my music, and become a fan. Okay, you guys, so I'm going to leave it at that. Now, if you found value from this video, I'm going to ask that you please press the subscribe button. And if you have any questions, go ahead and leave them under this video and I will get back to you. Until the next time, you guys, keep making music, keep staying true to your craft, and peace.